Brewers log, May 2nd, 2026. So today I helped out with Big Brew Day at Bacchus Barleycorn. And part of what I did there was I first made this gallon of Mountain Dew mead. And then afterwards, I made this gallon of, I'd planned brown sugar, but I ended up grabbing the Turbinado sugar. So it's a Turbinado sugar cider. So it started out as 1084. I followed my normal recipe of taking a 2 cup measuring cup, filling it half full of cider, and then filled the rest with turbinado sugar. We did actually weigh it today. Excuse me. And this time it came out as being 11 ounces instead of what I expected to be 1 pound. So I'm not sure why that it was that way, but that's what it came out as. So we'll see where that ends up going. The 1.084 tells me it was actually a lot heavier than I thought, or a lot more sugar to it than I thought it was, because those usually come out at about 1070. So the Mountain Dew mead, I have two numbers on here. And the number on the turbinado sugar was when I got home this evening, not when I made it this afternoon. So I want to say said it was around that same amount when I was there, but I can't remember because I didn't write it down. So we'll not sure. For the Mountain Dew mead, when I measured it there after making it, it came out as 1105, which was a little higher than I expected, especially since the other Mountain Dew is 1106 and it used 2 pounds of sugar or of honey, but it was Wyandotte County honey versus Cooper honey. So in this one, 1.5 pounds took me up to 1.105 to begin with. And then when I measured it when I got home, it was 1.092, which is closer to what I was wanting it for. But I'm going to go the middle is kind of where it's at, but I don't know. Because at least right now, I know it was showing as 1.092, and I wouldn't expect it to drop that much between there and here, but we were outdoors. There's temperature differences and all that might make that much of a change. So currently temperature down here is 68.7 and 46.8% humidity. So that's where they're really starting off and going to sit out for a while. So we'll see how these come out. But that was what I was able to get done today. Hopefully I'll get more done tomorrow. Good night. So for my turbinado sugar or cider that I started today at Big Brew Day, I'm going to call it a 1084, considering I see 2 lines, maybe 3, so it might be a 1086, but it's 1084, 1086, close enough. So that's where this one's starting. For my Mountain Dew mead, I am going to call it a 1092. So that's this Mountain Dew mead that I made with 1.5 cups Cooper honey. Original starting gravity came out as 11 or 1.105. So I'm surprised it went down that much from when I tested it earlier to what it is now. But I think I'll put both of those numbers on there so I have both of them to go from. This is a few hours later, but it shouldn't have went down that much that quickly. So we'll see where it goes from here.